I'm alive first. I'm alive. Let me check. Like the stream, subscribe to the channel. Let me check first if I'm live. Like the stream, subscribe to the channel. Oh yeah, I am live. There we go. So now let's dive right into it.
This is me at 13% body fat, and this is me at a dangerously low 6%. I'll be showing you what it truly takes to get this shredded naturally. Starting with day one. Every morning, I have to weigh myself on an empty stomach. 174 pounds. What I do every single morning is I send in...
All right, first off, shout out to Yessie James West for this content. I appreciate you, bro. Thank you. And we're gonna do it justice.
Check-ins to my coach. This is how he can judge if I'm looking leaner, if I'm looking tighter, if the food from yesterday made me look better or worse. So today I'm gonna send him a few photos. I'm gonna run through the poses, and I try to do everything exactly the same so that way it's very consistent, so there's no variables being changed. Every single day it's the same spot, same poses, so we have a nice comparison of everything. I'm weighed.
Yeah, posing is actually hard work. It really takes the energy, well, sucks the air out of you. Yeah, definitely. One thing for sure, I think he should just basically an advice, get a tan. Maybe that would help. That would not maybe, but it would help to make his muscle more visible.
I'm posing.
Especially his
then I can eat breakfast. So because of this diet being so strict and we're trying to get all the way down to 6% body fat, I have to be exact on everything I do, which means I need to be weighing my foods when cooking. I can't just toss a half a cup and expect that it's gonna be accurate, because honestly, it's not even accurate most of the time. We got 60 grams of oats, 2 eggs, 230 grams of egg whites. I gotta memorize in my head right now because I've been eating it for the past month. Carbs are dropping today, which means we're about to get even more shredded or really skinny. I wanted to document this.
I mean, as you can notice now, as you can already notice, it takes work. I mean, a lot of people would expect for this to be something that happens like that. I mean, you can do it with fasting, but everything in life takes work. So this is no difference. And we're just basically gonna identify or express, understand his method, the method that he used. And as we can see already, he is weighing his food, what he's eating, to make sure that he's getting the right amount that is prescribed to him, or that his body need to stay lean, or basically to burn down the fat and to be the 6% body fat that he actually striving for.
Every day, because I want to show you guys the truth about what it's like getting this shredded. It might look cool, but I'm about to feel the worst I have in over a year. The oats slap. 18 days out workout is about to commence, okay? Your boy is so tired.
Okay.
I have no...
One thing is for sure, he's trying to do this all in 18 days. This is a big goal because, you know, he basically definitely have to put himself through a lot of stress and a lot of struggle to actually complete this. If you are out there, you want to get your body fat percentage lower, you can spread it out. I mean, the main thing is workout. I'm gonna give you the final breakdown at the very end.
No energy in me, but you know what? That's where champions are made. Let's lift. Once I get in the groove of things, it's like we're good, but getting started is the hardest part right now.
Yeah, true. Getting started is the hardest part, but once you start this first exercise, then you're already in the groove. You just have to get started. There's no question.
1 week ago when training with Jeremy Buendia, I repped 2.5 plates. We're at 1.5 plates now. So getting lean is humbling. I'd rather get better reps. Like I feel they were just like, all right, quit being a bit, quit being a bit. The first set, once you're getting warm, feels really rough. And then once you're past that and you're on your next exercise, it starts feeling better and better. And then it starts feeling horrible again. But for right now, I feel good.
Yeah, it's gonna feel good. I mean, it's like, just like starting your car. In the very beginning, especially in a cold day, it may take some time, it may take some tries, and your car might, you know, basically not, you know, wanting to start. But Yeah, or when you're waking up in the morning, you wouldn't wake up in the morning and automatically just start slaying your your goals and start slaying your activities that you have to do in the morning. Some people do that, but it's not every time. Yeah. So basically, your body gonna take some time to get used or start basically and on the weights. And then once you get there, once your blood start pumping, you're just gonna forget that you didn't like it in the first place, or you didn't feel like it. All of that is gonna basically just all of a sudden vanish. So this is the reason why you just gotta get over this the beginning of the laziness beginning, which is basically your mind just trying to make excuses for you. Because again, one thing that is for sure is that as human being, our body, we are always looking for the smartest way or the quickest way to from A to B, or to from A to Z. We're trying to find the quickest or the simplest of way, basically the ways that are the least strenuous, or the ways that we have to do the least amount of work to get the most amount of goals. But unfortunately, this is not how life works. We have to come down to reality. This is reality.
Ah.
This is reality.
It's a different fatigue. Every rep feels like the last, but we're pushing. We're pushing.
Literally insane. My cardio is longer than my weight training right now. So from now until the show day, I will be digging deep.
Okay. So, like he just said, his cardio. One of the thing is, if you want to lose body fat, or you want to bring your body fat percentage as low as you can, your cardio need to be somewhat equal or more than your weight training.
A low-calorie diet and a high-carb.
Yeah.
Begin. Good morning, guys. We just hit a brand new low weigh-in, 173.3. That is insanely low. Let's just see how skinny I am today. This means I'm lean because there is no fat. Crazy part is, we still got 17 days.
And of course, over the duration of this prep, I'll be relying on some supplements to help me out. No, not those ones, these ones. And please,
Okay.
Jesse. I literally get nervous when going into the gym now because of the pain I'm about to endure. We're going to train and we're going to do cardio, but at least I have you.
But I think one of the hardest part is the cardio. Because for him as a bodybuilder, his focus is solely on muscle building, and cardio could be not something that he's trying to focus on. But for this challenge that he's doing to get his body to 6% body fat, he definitely need the cardio for it.
Let's do this thing.
I was looking for.
It's a different type of fatigue when you don't have as much food in you. I still get a good pump right now. I'm still having a good workout, but I definitely can't go as heavy. Like my internal output is a little bit lower than I'd like, but it's something that I have to get used to, of feeling the muscle work as much as humanly possible. I am literally dying. I'm the last one left on cardio. 2 rounds of people came in, did their cardio, got off, and then another round got on. So I'm literally dying right now.
One of the things you can do with this machine is, for example, you can trick yourself. I mean, just like the body is trying to trick you to make you look for the quickest way, the quickest route, the fastest option, and the simplest option. And you gotta trick yourself also. One of the things you could do is use your towel to cover the amount of time that you are basically he was in the the stair climber, or whichever cardio machines that you are using. And for example, he's about to go maybe 30 minutes long. And you're gonna do 30 minutes long on the treadmill or the step climber. What you could do is basically cover the amount of time that you are don't look at the minutes, don't look at the time. And rather, you should find the series or the motivational quotes. Watch something that you actually like, that you find pleasure in, that could maybe take you away. The goal is that will help you to remove your focus from the excess or from the strain that you are experiencing from the cardio, and put all your focus and your stress in something that give you a good feeling, a dopamine feeling, which could be probably could be also talking to your friend, talking to someone while being on the cardio machine. And again, cover it, don't look at the time. Just, you can set an alarm on your phone, or you can, if you're watching a series and the episode is about 30 minutes long or 45, whichever, then okay, this is the amount of time I'm gonna spend on this cardio machine, and this series or this phone call, whichever whichever method of media or entertainment that you're using during that moment, is gonna correlate or equal to the amount of cardio that you need to do at that sitting or at that moment. So that could be a smart way to trick your mind.
50 minutes.
50.
One thing you must
That's like some series, yeah, definitely you can get 50 minutes out of them, or even a phone call with your friend or somebody that you can easily talk with.
accept when dieting, besides the bland, plain, and way too familiar foods, is the fact that you're gonna feel like a beast in the gym and then a string bean everywhere else throughout the day. But it ain't a problem, all right? Even string beans need love, you know what I'm saying?
So far in this video,
Okay, now what he's mentioning string beans, I really, this is an experiment, of course, and because in his normal days, he's not, let's say, trying to achieve 6% body fat. I really want to know, I don't know if he's gonna mention it, is how does he perform in the bedroom with his girl, you can look at it however. So I'm trying to identify if his performance has increases or elevated or decreased. This is something, good to know. So you can, perhaps it can tell whether how does body fat percentage affect your sexual life, for example. I think that's something that is in fact insightful to know.
you guys have seen me prep from home and get into a solid routine. However, the reality is I travel a lot. And that means having to make sure training and diet is on point even in the most unideal situations.
I'm riding in spirit, okay? There's no Wi-Fi. My phone is gonna die. All I have is food. Yes, I brought a lunchbox with me. I am a little ashamed, but we're gonna power through.
Yesterday, I was completely contemplating throwing in the bag and just saying, why am I competing? Why am I doing this to myself? This is literal torture. I'm so tired.
Yeah, it is torture if you give yourself 18 days to complete it. The amount of time is like rushing it. Something that you need to give your body time. But for you look at it as a challenge, something that you gotta put yourself into. Basically, you choose your own torture.
I don't want to be dieting right now. I just want to order food. I was just gonna order like a few snacks and go off diet and potentially ruin all the progress that I made thus far. This is not easy, man. This is not easy. But I stuck to it. I got past that mental barrier. But let me just say, it was the hardest thing to do last night because I was just so uncomfortable and so tired from the flight that sticking to a diet was extremely, extremely exhausting and tiring. And I had to keep mentally strong because this is a mental battle more than anything. All right, guys, we just wrapped up an entire shoot.
Okay, so now he was going through a process of basically hunger. He was so hungry that his body was basically panicking, and he wanted to put an end to it. But now, what can you do about that? Let's say, for example, food. These are some herbs that can help with hunger, basically hunger suppressant herbs. Some of them I'm not really so confident about. But some I do, because I haven't used them, or if I've used them, I don't realize that. Let's say, for example, green tea. it is it's like green tea is like the magic tea. Of course, I'm not saying not drink it, but there are also alternatives. There are, I mean, you don't want to be drinking green tea every day, or you might not feel like drinking green tea every day. But if for the days you don't feel like drinking green tea, or you don't have not, what can you do? Ginger tea is a good one. Definitely, ginger tea is gonna help with with suppressing or appetite suppressor. Ginger tea is one. Fernel is another. That's definitely another one. Yembe mate, I think that's what Ronaldo fan. But for this video, we're gonna call Messi. Yembe mate, I think Messi like to drink this one. Cardamom is another one. Turmeric, could be. But what I do know for sure, ginger, funnel for sure. That should be your go-to. And yembe mate, oregano. You can have some fresh oregano. Let's say leaves sprinkled on top of your food. That could help. Cayenne pepper is always good to help with circulation. Let's see. Garcinia Cambogia. I don't really know this one. Let's find out. It just seems like a type of melon. Tropical species in South Asia, commonly named. Blah, blah, blah. But I'll just basically stick to what I know that could help to in the moments that you're having an energy dip, or you feel that you are so hungry and you probably want to give up. These are some herbs that you could use to make a tea out of, basically to help manage your cravings and decrease your appetite.
For the main channel, so I'm going to be finishing off by getting in my workout still, because we got a workout in, but obviously we're filming, so I want to make sure that I fully execute all the muscles that need to be trained, and then also 50 minutes of cardio. So even when I'm doing work and getting other videos done, we're also dieting and getting ready for prep. So it's a bit brutal, but you got to do what you got to.
But it's awesome.
Stay strong to your word, get the job done. Isaiah just asked me if I wanted to get Korean barbecue. I really want to. I can't though.
It's just me. I know you missed my meat. I know you missed it. It's been a while.
I missed the Puerto Rican meat.
You missed that Puerto Rican spice.
Listen,
Come. Brother, guys, look how shredded he looks. I'm prep 21 days out.
16 now, 16.
Oh, shit. Damn.
50 minutes. Let's try to zone out and forget that we're alive for 50 minutes.
Let's zone out.
Yeah. I want food so bad, but I gotta get this done. You wanna be shredded? Get used to being hungry. Good.
Facts. You want to get shredded, get used to being hungry. And you don't have to go extreme as he's, just like he's doing it. You can make it an everyday thing, meaning you fast. When you wake up, you don't eat anything at all. You just wait for the last moment when your body really needs the meal, and you can eat your meal. And, you have to give yourself a limit, a window. Let's say intermittent fasting, a window of time that you will eat.
Morning America 172.4. I am so freaking tired.
Okay, another thing you could do, coffee, caffeine. That's what he needs right now. Probably he's not a coffee drinker, maybe some tea, but what you really need, if you're gonna be fasting, if you're not gonna be eating as much what your body requires, you're gonna need some caffeine in you. That's what he needs, because his body is going through a change, and specifically that it's could be somewhat not maybe borderline traumatic change that he's going through. But the fact of the matter is, his body is used to an amount of calories that he used to take before this challenge. So now the dramatic change that he's making is taking away his energy reserve, and because his body is also, not only that he's doing a 50 minutes cardio, and he's eating lower amount of food, and he's spending a longer time basically hungry, definitely your energy is gonna dip. So what he needs is some caffeine, something to keep him up and keep him going.
To be honest, I'm not even sending him pictures this morning.
What makes this prep uniquely challenging for me is my entire life is shown through a camera, which means my success is dependent on how entertaining I am for you guys.
It's wrapped up in an entire another main channel video. Name someone doing more than me. I'll wait.
Even though I don't feel the best, I still have to have high energy to do my job properly.
The amount of energy that I had to expend and also the amount of energy I just did not have, it was brutal. But you gotta push through times. If you said you're gonna do something, you gotta do it your best. Otherwise, don't do it.
And in following my own advice, for those of you who don't know, this is episode 3 of the prep series, where every other day I am posting a new video. Trust me, this is going to be the greatest prep series YouTube has ever seen, and you don't want to miss it. So make sure you're subscribed and turn on your post notifications.
13 days, baby! The exact same weight as yesterday, 173.3.
Today's one of the last leg days. That's the only thing that's getting me through this right now. But I'll be honest, I have negative desire to work out right now. Like every single part of me does not want to do this. But I gotta push.
Again, the lack of energy. When you lack of energy like this, of course, make you somewhat not into the things that you need to be into. And again, caffeine. If he's not a coffee drinker, he can probably go with some what we know, green tea. Yeah, he can get some green tea or just tea that has a low amount of caffeine in it. He needs some form of caffeine. He needs some form of caffeine in his blood and his body.
We're almost there. There's times in life where you're gonna be so weak, so fragile, so unmotivated, but you have to push past those moments, and doing stuff like this, doing stuff like the cold plunge, is gonna train your brain to act a certain way in these positions to where you're pushing past it. So put yourself in uncomfortable scenarios and you will grow.
Good morning, everybody.
Facts.
I am feeling extra shredded today. I am 172.4 pounds today. That is a tied all new low weigh-in. Your boy is feeling some type of way, I'll tell you that. I actually don't feel like total crap today. I feel pretty good. I sent my check-ins to Coach Kyle, and we are looking quite well, quite tight. And honestly, my muscles don't feel super flat, so I have a feeling we're gonna need a low day today, which sucks because today is a holiday.
It's 4th of July. Does not mean I'm gonna cheat on my diet. Chef Brandon whipped me up some good old chicken. Everyone else here is enjoying lots of good food. I'm out here eating some chicken. That's good, bro. Oh my God, yeah.
I was thinking that he was gonna put it aside.
I knew things were gonna be hard, but I did not know they were gonna be this hard. I feel like I've just failed in 2 very important ways today. I'm supposed to have fun with my friends, supposed to be eating good food. You know, I wanted to have a party at my house, and I just feel like I failed as a friend, as a boyfriend. You gotta be exact, bro. Let's go. 165. I need another like sliver. It's another 20. A little too much. Although I was laughing and having some fun here and there, I wasn't there. And I feel like I failed the real aspect of life there. You only get 4th of July once a year. You only get to celebrate certain
But yeah, okay.
holidays once a year.
Express yourself, bro.
Friends.
Express yourself.
I pretty much that up a lot. I feel bad to Claudia because
But that his girl. But oh yeah, you would understand. I mean, to try.
I have been lacking so much emotion because this prep has just absolutely taken all the emotion away from me.
It may sound as if I'm being extreme, but trust me, until you've experienced a hard diet, the physical and mental fatigue you feel constantly is immense.
Cups off for the boys. I'm not even flexing and I'm like shredded. Like literally, that is insane. Is there bus rations? Oh wow. What the hell?
Yeah, that's what I
how you
mean.
know I'm
Like,
like
if he
7, almost 6% body fat.
But yet
Yeah. He needs to get a tan on these areas because I mean it was easier for him to see it, but the camera is not picking it up.
those little victories and seeing progress makes this
I
journey
mean, basically the camera is not doing him justice, basically. Could have been that he is more lean or shredded than we actually seen through the camera, but again,
me feel like I'm working towards
Cannot see
something
everything.
truly special. And for me, it's showing all of you what is achievable naturally. And to tack on the good news, on 10 days out, Coach Kyle blessed me with a much needed message.
We are getting more food today. Let's go! I don't even want to know how many calories this is. He's going to finally fill me back up a little bit as sort of like a mock 1 day out fill up and carb up before the show. So we're gonna see how my body reacts to more food. Let's go, baby.
For the next 2 days, I was finally able to eat a substantial amount of calories, and oh boy, did I make that count.
You have no idea how heavy this bowl of oats is. There's 80 grams. I normally get like 60, but the amount of difference of 20 grams, oh my God. Today's a good day.
Meal number 2 about to go down. 270 grams of white rice. That's the most white rice I've had in 2 weeks. With 165 grams of lean meat, baby.
Bro, okay. I really want to understand this. I mean, as much as you're doing it for your muscle, but where's the sauce, bro? Like, where is the sauce? Why is it your food looks so dry? You know, where's the sauce? Where's the soup? Where's the moisture and the rice? I mean, you're gonna have to be eating the rice and drinking some water. And I saw he had Diet Coke. You gotta eat and drink, eat and drink, eat and drink. I mean, you can basically, I mean, at this point, that rice, you can basically choke on it. Seriously. I mean, well, I think, yeah, basically, for me, I would have some sort of sauce. I would make some sort of satay with the chicken, or some sauce that I can just, lay over the rice to make it much more not easier to chew, but also easier to swallow. Because again, the rice is dry, the chicken is dry. But anyway, I'm an Afro guy, so let's see. Let's move forward.
Meal number 2 about to go down. 270 grams of white rice. That's the most white rice I've had in 2 weeks. With 165 grams of lean meat, baby.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, moment of truth. 174.2. This is probably the leanest that I'm going to get. I don't see myself getting any leaner. I'm very lean right now, and in my opinion, I think I'm just gonna try to hold this into the show.
9 days to become a champion. I feel so good right now.
Oh, okay. His energy just got back up. I'm not sure if it's just if this right now what we're seeing is adrenaline or just a moment of energy, but considering when he just started versus now.
The food in my veins has me feeling emotions that I forgot existed. So it's time to train hard.
The food in my veins is so reassuring that I can do this. 9 days left. It's easy. It's light work. All the hard work is behind me. It's time to turn on the jets, get even a little bit leaner, and push, baby, because we are almost there.
The only thing getting me through this 40-minute cardio session right now is sushi, baby. Oh my God. Last meal of the day, going down on the refeed. Guys, tomorrow we are going to look the most insane I ever have. I may not be as quite shredded because I'm going to be holding a little more water, but I'm going to look juicy. 90% lean ground beef, 180 grams of white rice, 1 egg, 100 grams of veggies. I'm very grateful and I feel so normal and so amazing. Tomorrow, we crush it.
We are officially 8 days
days
out from competition. Time is flying, but it's also going slower than ever. This is just insane. Post 2-day refeed. Wow. 175.2. I look just as lean as I was at 172, but I'm
Oh, wait. Hold up a minute right there.
day refeed. Wow.
175.2. I look just as lean as I was at 172, but I'm so much more full of the glycogen and carbs in my muscles that they're sort of just popping better. Greg Doucette commented on a recent post saying that I am 7% body fat, and that was a few days ago. So I think we're gonna step on stage in the 6s. This is the reality of natural bodybuilding. My diet consists of egg whites, oatmeal, white rice, and a lean meat, and sometimes veggies. The only thing that's changing is the quantity of the amount of food I get every day, and that's going to be decreasing throughout this whole entire remainder of prep.
Okay. One thing for me, he just mentioned the meals that he's eating. I mean, are these the only meals? I mean, I do understand sometimes there are certain meals that are basically geared towards specific goals that you have. But I mean, it sounds boring to me. You know, there are a wide variety of meals that probably are in the same category that gives him the same result. Probably you have to make more calculations, but it seems like every time it's just white rice, chicken, eggs, what else? It's so limited, the list. I just list 3 things, 3 food. I mean, there are other foods that you can eat, but right, a lot of them. I can let you guys know, or if you comment in this comment section, that you would actually like, and that can help you also to, you know, lose body fat.
I'm only training one muscle group per day, 5 times a week for a total of 50 minutes. And on top of that, I'm also doing 50 minutes of stairs every single day. As you can see, it is very simple, but as you've seen, it is very difficult. Not only is this the most physically challenging thing I've ever done, but it is the most emotionally challenging thing I have ever encountered. However, I signed up for this. I decided to take on this challenge, and I am so damn proud of myself for doing so. We only have a few more days left in this prep to give it my absolute 110%. I am doing this because I want to inspire you guys to show you how far you can truly push yourself and push yourself naturally. This is one of the greatest things that I have yet to do, and I cannot wait to step on stage. This is the reality of natural bodybuilding. You ready to train?
Yeah, buddy.
Let's hit it.
All right, I'm curious to see what's gonna happen, what's gonna come up. I mean, that was really good. Maybe I should do something like that, really. So let's look at this. How body fat percentage and BMI, which is okay, what happened? Which is important. Oh yeah, the only thing I wanted to point out is a healthy body fat range from women and men have different body fat. Of course, you guys should know that. For women, is between 25 to 30% of women. For women, and for men, 18 to 24%. And men, definitely, when it comes to us men, we are more muscular than, you know, than our counterpart and the ladies. And the ladies, for sure, they carry around more fat. You know where you like the fat to be, and boys, you know that already. And I mean, that was about it. So when it comes to a male could go into the process of lowering their body fat to that extreme. But a lot of the time when women lower their body fat to that extreme, to 6% or less than the required amount or the suggested amount, the healthy amount, what tends to happen is for the ladies, they tend to, I don't know, something is lagging. What tends to happen for the ladies is that they can experience that they're not getting the period, or the period can be more painful, more problematic, and childbearing or to conceive a baby could also be something that it could be something that is not gonna happen easily. It could be a hindrance. So this is the reason why women bodies tend to it's more healthier for women to have. I'm not talking about obese, and I'm not talking about overweight, but still I'm not talking about obese, because overweight can mean also that the weight sit in places and the right curvature and the right areas that the body that accentuate the body to make it look more appealing. For example, you guys know where I'm talking about. I don't need to be explicit. So that was it. Let me know what you think. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and like I always say at this time, I'll see you on the next one. Peace. Let's see. Oh, I need to do that again. Sheesh, I'm getting rusty. All right, thanks for watching. Like I always say at this time, I'll see you on the next one. Peace.